Hey YouTube, well I'm here to talk about The Empire, Season 3. Is this episode 12? 12, 13, 12? I think it's episode 12. Okay, so I'm talking about Lucius. So it opens up with Lucius in bed. He's very sick. I forget what the disease he has. Remember, initially it was, they thought it was ALS. But I think this is a recurrence of the same disease. The one that he did, the lesser disease that he had. Anyway, he's in bed. He's got tubes coming out of his mouth. They call a doctor. The doctor arrives and tells them that no, he has to be treated in a hospital. Is that serious? And Thirsty speaks up saying, no, Lucius wants to be here in the house. They'll bring all of the equipment into the house. In fact, they have it there. And even though it is illegal for him to perform this, I'm getting Micheal Jackson vibes. Do it. Okay, so the doctor decides to treat him there. Jamal is busy at work recording this project when Lucius met with Cookie. This is a project. Now, Jamal's got some criticism from a lot of YouTubers saying that he sounds like Micheal Jackson, or he seems like he's doing his music is very reminiscent of Micheal Jackson. Well, this time I think they're onto something because this new project, it sounds like a Micheal Jackson project. In fact, they do a video. It could be Micheal Jackson very easily. So I'm not criticizing him. I like his voice. I love his range, his style. But I kind of miss Timberland a little. I think I like the music that was in the first, second seasons. Well, anyway, we'll get back to that because they do make a video, a music video. People still watching music videos? Not like they were in Micheal Jackson time, that's for sure. Okay. While he's doing his project, Cookie busts into the she don't literally break into it. She just comes into the studio while they're recording it. Now, Lucius is very, very sick, and she's aware of this, but she wants to push this project while he is in the bed. So they're trying to get it in under the radar. She wants to do a teaser of this song because she feels like he's going to veto it anyway. So if they can get a teaser out, then he'll be kind of locked in. So she wants them to record a teaser for this new project tonight. So I guess they record the whole song and then just put out a little bit of it on Empire Extreme. Okay, so she ain't all that torn up about Lucius's condition. In fact, none of them seem to be, because it presents like he's extremely sick. He's in this bed with tubes running down his throat. And then he can't talk, can't move his limbs. So next thing we see is the girl that was in there last week. She was at now this is since this lawsuit because the light-skinned girl who was attacked by that dude at the Leviticus last week because she didn't want him and he got violent with her. Well, the whole club got turned out because Hakeem was defending her honor. I mean, he stopped the show and jumped on the dude, and the whole place ended up fighting each other because this dude hit her. Now she's suing Leviticus, which I guess she has rights to Leviticus, but she wants $50 million. I guess it's going to happen. All right, so they show us the families together. They see this thing stream live. I guess this live stream is the thing now. They see this woman announcing this lawsuit. Cookie said it ain't going to happen. Giuliana. Okay, Giuliana. I'm still not sure what her role or her history is. Last week we learned that there is something between Giuliana and Lucius. It was hinted at. Well, it's more hinted at in this episode. But so Giuliana is working behind the scenes with Andre in Andre's scheme to take over Leviticus. So he's trying to put together this big Las Vegas deal. But now he's got the gangsters who own the clubs and who are able to get a gaming license for Andre's plan, this thing he's working out behind Lucius's back. They're there, and he says, "Oh, nice to meet you," whatever. They wanted to meet Lucius. That was always been their plan. But Thirsty convinces them that, no, is it Thirsty who convinces them? Anyway, they're convinced, no, Giuliana convinces them that they can work through Andre. Andre is the actual head of Empire. Lucius is the figurehead. And said, okay, well, we'll deal with the boy. They go and Andre says, you'll be compensated on your end when you make this happen. You know, you get kickback. He said, we don't want no tip or kickback. We want 25%. And so then Andre has this other dude, Shine. He comes in with his boys, right? They're always big. They come in and stand beside Andre, and Andre said, I think 5% sounds better. What do you think? Yeah, 5%. Some gangsters, yeah, 5% sounds good. You Italian gangsters, you scared of Shine's ass? Well, anyway, I guess for the moment it sounds good. All right, so they work this deal, this Vegas deal. I don't know the details of the deal, but they own strip clubs from the East Coast all the way to Las Vegas, but the primary thing is Vegas, and they're gonna get their artists in Vegas. Lucius has he's not even let in on this at all. Okay, Giuliana, where the hell she come from? Giuliana, she's popping up all over the place. Anyway, so her primary thing is this Vegas deal, right? She is talking to Vanessa. She's talking to her. Well, she goes to the club. She meets Andre and Vanessa are sitting together, right? She tells Andre to go get her a drink, but she really wants a private moment with Nessa. So she talks to Nessa, and she says, "Oh," and Nessa says, "She says, so it's some fine man you got there." Oh, and Vanessa says, "Yeah, we're planning on moving in together." And this girl says, "Oh, is that where you're gonna take your tricks, your hookups?" And she said, Nessa says, "Huh? What?" And she says, "Your hookups. I heard about you, and about these 3 ways and things, right?" And so she's basically propositioning Nessa to join her and Andre in sexual acts. Nessa has no idea this is going down. She's not with it. She don't want this old woman licking all over her. But apparently this is what Andre and Rhonda used to do. So they were swingers, shall we say, particularly when it involved a business deal. So Michael Jamal does his Micheal Jackson thing. I'm surprised he didn't break out with All right, Jamal. I mean, what pop artist is not have some part imitating some parts of Micheal Jackson? I mean, they all he was the king of pop. But this one sounds I think it's getting a little too close. So they're doing this video about when Lucius met Cookie. But it sounds very Micheal Jackson to me. In the video. What else happens in the video? Okay. Cookie, she's present for this video taping. And it's taking her down memory lane. They're doing these flashbacks with the young Lucius and her. So there are reporters there, and so she's going on about what it was like meeting him and how much she was into his music and whatever. And I guess they were very much in love at one point. So it's kind of getting kind of ushy gushy. But it's really around the music. And so that was the flashback. Vegas gangsters. Okay, now Lucius is laid up, right? Now he's got tubes down his throat, can't talk. He can barely move. His hands are so wobbly and wiggly. They don't really tell us what's wrong with him. Cookie suggested some kind of virus. I thought it was a flare-up of this, whatever this other secondary disease he has. Whatever it is, he's almost paralyzed. Anika comes in to visit. She is being sinister, and he is having a hard time breathing. Now, the reason he's having a hard time breathing is because she has unplugged his air tube, and she has it in her hand. And she's explaining how, oh, Lucius, don't. Oh, you can't be sick. Oh, please don't die. Please don't die. If you die, it means that I get everything. We never signed a prenup. As she says that, she pulls up shows the tube that he's dependent on for breathing. How she's unhooked it. And she ain't rushing to put it back in there either. And so he comes out from under his bed clothing with a gun. His hair's all wobbly and shit. He can barely move it up. But she don't want to risk it, baby, because they ain't going to take but one to the head, one to the brain. So she backs down from her murder scheme. But after you've exposed that you were ready to kill him, how you going to survive that? He can't get out of that bed. It's on now. All right. Then she goes and she being Anika, goes and pays Cookie a visit. Now, you know they hate each other. They ain't nothing friendly about Anika and Cookie. And Anika killed Rhonda. So she's already a murderous woman. Plus she caused a miscarriage. Rhonda's baby. So she's already a killer. I'm surprised she survived this long. But she goes and says, if anything happens to me through all this, Cookie. Of course Cookie wants to know, what do you want? Why are you here? What's your house store? Well, what is it? What? Go. And the nigga tells her, if anything happens to me, I want you to be in charge of the baby. I want you to take the baby. Now, at this point, they should be getting this in writing, because she's already exposed that she's trying to murder Lucius in his bed. Ain't no way in the hell he get out of that bed and let it go. And she's playing both sides with Tariq and Lucius, and she knows her life is not very, her future's not looking that bright. So she goes to Cookie and says, if anything happens to me, if I die, take the baby. I want you to raise it. They need to be getting this in. They should be having a lawyer here, because this needs to be in writing. Because of course there's going to be battles over the baby if Nick comes up missing. Lucius is going with the baby. Hakeem's going with the baby. And now Cookie is the one, she wants to have the baby. You have to have that in writing, or it's not going to go. They're going to give the baby to one of the fathers. Okay. Next thing happens is votes day. Vote for the primary. You guys know the primary is when they choose whoever they choose two. I mean, the primary is when they choose the Democratic person, and then there's a Republican person he runs against. Well, he's made it that far. Angelo has made it. He's just won the primary. Okay, so Lucius comes there. He gets out of his deathbed. He walks. He's still a little wobbly, but he makes it there. He's able to talk. So he tries to take credit for helping Angelo win the primary by pushing him, by voting for somebody else, endorsing someone else. And it was all his plan to make him work harder and all this bullshit. But because it's got to be Lucius, he got to come out on top. He just said to the man, I know you're going to lose today. Anyway, Angelo's one step closer to being the mayor. Little girls running up to him. Oh, I can't believe you're here. Can't believe you're here. And he said, oh, ladies, little teenagers. Oh, ladies, of course I'll sign He puts, it's like he's going to sign autographs. Cookie, oh, tell us what it was like with you and Lucius. Because they're seeing this little love teaser, this little love song teaser he put out. And so they don't want to see Angelo. They don't care about no politics. They're interested in Cookie. So then they play a little piece of this teaser of Cookie and Angelo. Of course, Angelo is still jealous of Lucius, kind of thing. So he gets an attitude, of course. But, yeah. That is what it is. Giuliana. Now, I said Giuliana. I still don't understand what her role is exactly, or how she's connected to this family. Is there some kind of vendetta being played out? There's a scene where she comes over to Lucius and intimates something about, what about me? Remember me, Lucius? Why don't you play it down? Oh, okay, so Lucius plays a song that was their, You're So Beautiful. That was their song, one of the first songs he wrote. He wrote for Cookie. He's just playing it on the piano, They drift back and forth between the old and the new, flashback and the new. And then after that song, then this girl, Giuliana, she comes up to Lucius and says, why don't you play the song you wrote for me? So there's history between this girl, Giuliana, and Lucius, but it wasn't pleasant because Lucius wants to kill her also as well. And that's pretty much how it is. So I guess they're gonna reveal next what's going on with what's the history between those two. All right, so that's Empire, episode 12. I'm pretty sure it's episode 12. Anyway, so it's not going to be on next week. I don't know what was going on. How Fox very easily moves things, replaces things. I don't know what's going on next week. But we'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay? Okay. Let me take a break and I'll come back with the other show, which they play them back to back, which I wish they'd stop doing that, but, it is what it is. Greenleaf. Later.